Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel.
Today's video is a collaboration that was created by Mary and Tony, the Siskateers. I will have them along with the other 7 channels participating linked down below for you guys. And this is a really fun collab because basically it's just Disney gingerbread themed, but you will see a bunch of different content throughout this collab. So sometimes it's making gingerbread houses, but sometimes it's something a little bit more out of the box.
So today's video is a Christmas DIY, if you will. Maybe this is more of like a hack than a DIY, but it's super easy and it's such a fun way to update. I keep doing this. Oh my gosh. It's such a fun way to update a pair of ears, and I really do think this is something that like anybody can do. Like the total of this tutorial is like under 5 minutes. So I picked up this set of 3D printed ears off of Etsy and I got them for a really good deal. I want to say that when I bought them, I had a coupon for their shop and it was only about like $15 or $16. And I think with shipping it came up to like $18, which for 3D printed ears is a really good deal. So they did come in gold originally, and I painted them to be like gingerbread cookies. And part of this inspiration came when I found this shirt. And this is from our last Disney Christmas trip from last year, and I loved that it's like all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters as gingerbread cookies. I absolutely love Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, so these were super easy to do. Like I said, they did come in gold. They do have options with bows, but I did elect to not do the bow because I wanted to really fully be able to see the design on the ears. I will have the shop linked down below for you guys. She does a lot of more simple type of 3D printing, and that I think is really beneficial to this particular project. So if you want to see how I turn some 3D printed ears into gingerbread ears, then just keep watching.
So first things first, we're going to be using this classic caramel color. This is an apple barrel paint. I get it at Walmart and it's about 58 cents. And we're going to be using this to cover up the gold on these ears, so they are honestly pretty as is. I did test this out on the back first, and this caramel color is so great. It covers up the gold really well, and it looks a lot like a gingerbread cookie. So I'm just using a flat brush, and I'm just going to go in and really make sure that I've covered everything that is gold with this caramel color. After I finished painting the little cassette on the ears, then I went in and started focusing on the ring around the ears. And then I made sure also to do a second coat on the back. So I just did 2 coats because I wanted to be sure that none of the gold was able to peek through, and 2 coats was more than enough. I did want to give you guys a close-up. This is what it's looking like after 1 coat on the front and 2 coats on the back. I continued painting that caramel color on the other ear. And then I did 2 coats on both sides and made sure to allow it to dry overnight. And next we're going to be moving on to the puffy paint. So I actually already did the more simple side of the ears, and you can see it there. I used a combination of red and green and white. And I honestly just followed the lines of the detailing. So I just looked at the overall shapes and just kind of went along with it. I am going to zoom in here so that you guys can see it a little bit better. But starting on the cassette with white puffy paint, I just wanted to outline the overall shape of it. And then I am going to change up colors and do kind of different things with them, but I'm probably not going to voice that portion over just because I think it'll be easier for you guys just to watch it. If you end up getting this exact same set of ears, then obviously feel free to, use the same kind of design that I did, but this would work with any type of 3D printed ears, I would think. I kind of want to get a pair of Spaceship Earth ears and do this as well and make it look like a little holiday cookie. And then moving on to the green color, I will be adding this as well. I think these came out really, really cute. I also love that this video is over a year old because I made these for my previous Disney trip because we did a Guardians of the Galaxy day on that trip, and you guys can tell that I must have been leaving within a couple of days because my nails are done. And if you watch my channel regularly, you know my nails are so rarely done. Here is a close-up of the cassette kind of gingerbread cookie, and then I did decide just to go in and add a little bit of more detail with the white to outline those little circles. And then also using the white, I'm going to outline the rim of the ear just to give it a little bit more of a pop. On the other ear, there's actually an inset around the rim, so I was able to add red to the inside because there was kind of a little ledge on the inside of that ear. I didn't like how this side had no green on it, so I did decide to go in with the green and just add little dashes going along with the lines of the design that were already there. And that is the last bit of puffy paint that we're going to be adding. I did not end up putting anything on the back because I thought that they looked fine without it. But obviously, if you wanted to add the detailing on the back, you totally could.
So I am filming this before these ears have arrived, but if I'm able to use this clip, it means they came in time, which means you guys actually get to see 2 sets of ears turned into gingerbread cookie ears. So the next set is this set of Disney Castle ears, and I got these from a different shop and they went on sale and I got notified on Etsy, so I like immediately bought 2 pairs, one for me and one for my mother-in-law, because we are doing gingerbread outfit looks on our upcoming Disney trip this Christmas. So next part of this video is going to be showing you guys how I made these into gingerbread cookie ears.
So the second set of ears is an even more simplistic design, and it's just of the Disney castle. The thing that I didn't love about this set of ears, which is from a different shop, is that the ears are spaced weirdly far apart. Like, it didn't look right when I wore them. As you can see here, this is a set of ears that I've made, and there's about almost like an inch of a difference because it's about a ½ inch on each side. So I decided to be brave and just kind of peel these off the headband. They actually came off pretty easily, and I wouldn't say that like they're not high quality. I just think they peeled off easily because I was putting a ton of force behind it. So I am going to be spray painting these with this like gingerbread colored spray paint that I have, and then I also am going to be using this classic caramel acrylic paint, and I'm going to be stippling that on because I'm going to show you the difference here. But these two, one of them has the stippling and one doesn't, and I really preferred it with the texture added onto it. I just liked that it gave it kind of some extra dimension to it, being that these were just a completely flat design, which is a little bit different than the first pair that I showed. So using this stippling brush, which is just a really sparse haired paintbrush, I'm just going to be tapping this on. This was a little bit tricky to get right just because sometimes it was too thick and I was basically just adding an entire coat of paint, and I wanted to make sure that I had that spray paint poking through. So I just messed around with it until I got it to where I liked it. Now I did make 2 sets of these and I'm showing you a done set because my mother-in-law will be matching me on this trip. And so I am going to be taking this Tulip Slick, it's basically puffy paint, and I'm going to use this to make kind of like a frosting detailing just like I did on the other ones. I just realized I'd already told you guys about the Guardians of the Galaxy one, so this is a little bit of a repeat, but for the rim of the ear I'm just doing this kind of squiggle line effect. Honestly, you couldn't really see this after I added the sprinkles because on the first one I just did like a straight line and they both came out looking basically the same. So dealer's choice, but I did try to do the squiggles. And then I also am outlining the castle all together, and then from the top dripping down, I'm going to make it look like the frosting is kind of dripping down the cookie. Once I got the frosting to how I liked it, then I'm going to be going in with these Christmas fake sprinkles. These are fake. These are not edible. I got these off of Shein, actually, and they were super cheap, and they're so cute. They come with little peppermints and red, green, and white sprinkles inside. I have also seen hacks where people buy colored rubber band hair ties and like cut them up into tiny pieces with scissors, and then they look like sprinkles. So if you're not wanting to buy these from Shein, or if you don't want to, spend so much money off Amazon buying fake sprinkles, that's kind of a cute hack. But I am using tweezers to apply these individually because I wanted it to look a very specific way, and I didn't like the chaos of just like dumping it onto my project and hoping that they landed where I wanted them. And that's what it looked like when it was all done. I did allow these to dry overnight just to make sure that that puffy paint was totally set before I came back to them. Now to attach these to the headband, I am going to show you guys. I have my template out, but with the 3D printed ears, I just was really nervous for some reason. So I also pulled out a set of ears that I like the spacing on that are also 3D printed. And I marked on my headband exactly where these are going to go. But I do have that spacing template that you guys see there linked down below for you guys if you'd like to use that. To attach these ears, I'm going to be using a combination of hot glue and E6000, but you don't want to use too much of either one because it can ooze out and make kind of a mess. But the first time I did this, I did way too much E6000, and then I also did too much hot glue. So the second time I glued these on, I learned you should do 2 dots of hot glue on the outside of the ear, and then the entire inside should be E6000. So do a dot of hot glue, a line of E6000, and then a dot of hot glue, and that will attach perfectly without oozing out and making a big glue mess. You can see me like wiping it off with my fingers there. It wasn't a big deal. It didn't ruin anything, but you know, obviously you don't want that. And then I'm going to be using these clips from Dollar Tree to allow that E6000 to fully set and dry. And again, I'm going to set these off to the side and let them dry overnight. So next I'm going to be gluing on the sequin bow that came with these ears, but I specifically asked the shop not to attach it. So she did send it like detached for me. And I'm just hot gluing the bow on, but I am going to be using that same type of clip in order to let that glue fully set and dry. And that's the final step to make these super easy updated gingerbread Mickey ears.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you made it all the way to the end, then please leave me a cookie emoji because it is very clear to me that I don't think that there's a gingerbread emoji and I don't know why. Come on, iPhone. If you guys are looking for any more type of Christmas ear tutorials, I do have quite a few on my channel. I think I'm getting close to 100 ear tutorials on my channel total. And a lot of them you guys can actually see behind me in this shelf. So if you are looking for any type of specific, you know, Disney Christmas ear DIY, there is a chance that I have it already on my channel.
Don't forget to go check out all of the other channels participating in the collab today. I'm sure we're going to see some super amazing videos.
Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new so that you don't miss out on any future content, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!